It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
That's caught by Myers. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
But to throw again is Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. He's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Goal at the 4-yard line.
Hey, Jupiter, Jupiter. 30 left. 11. Saint right.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hanson with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
What happened?
You have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here.
Yo, oh my God. That nigga had to go, man.
But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second. and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. This is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 26 yards. And the Seahawks take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 28-0.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here comes a reverse. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is...
Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Hunter, 68 yards. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they want.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Jaguars 7.
The Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Straight ahead, Walker. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. To throw is Darnold. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Red.
Straight ahead, ETN. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty. Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to. And a good physical run that. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Hey, think right.
They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Go, let's go. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Let's go. Take right. Hey, Ginger.
Lawrence. And this one caught by Hunter over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to the ground with ETN. He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Fred on red.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And Thomas has it. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
Encroachment, defense.
A pretty large mental mistake right there to give him the first.
It's situational football, and you have to know you're down in distance. On that 4th down, any type of penalty would give them a 1st down, so you can't jump off sides, you can't encroach, you got to be careful.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
Hey, go.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Jags are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Encroachment, defense.
And now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they want it now, enforce the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up?
Just move it up to the 2.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Darnold now to throw. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. He completes it to Hunter. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Devin Witherspoon on the coverage.
They go play action with Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Open man, it's Hunter. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's the Jaguars.
Now Lawrence. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Boye Mafe able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Take right open. Hey, Soko, Hunt.
Play action. It's Lawrence. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, 42 yards. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
30 left.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4.
Jaguars 22. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
At the 35-yard line.
Now Darnold keeps it. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's third down. Darnold, a sneak. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Hey, 13, Luke.
ETN up the middle. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. Lawrence. Got a man. That's Hunter. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Screenplay, here's ETN. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
A handoff for ETN. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
Hey, kill.
And he'll run with ETN. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd down, goal to go.
Hey, go.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
ETN will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for two.
All right, let's go.
The Jaguars will line up for the two-point conversion.
Silver.
Throwing now, Lawrence. And he will get in to take the lead. The conversion is successful, and now it'll be up to the defense to hold this two-point lead.
Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So now Darnold and the Seahawks down by 2, 40 seconds to go. And no other way to say it. They have blown a big lead, but a chance to rescue things late. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Intended for Rashid Shaheed. Incomplete. The coverage by Caleb Ramazan.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Now Darnold. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way.